everybody. Hope you're doing well today. Got a question for you. Would you rather just share information or would you rather talk? You see, one of the things that I've discovered in marriage coaching that I've heard about is that sometimes one person in a marriage just wants information. So they ask their spouse a simple question. Hey, are you going to be home in time so that we can go out to dinner? Or what's your plan? Whatever. And they're just looking for a simple answer. But what they get is their husband or wife starts talking. They start sharing stories. They start giving lots of detail. You see, what the other person is looking for is not just to share information, but to have a meaningful conversation. They're looking for connection, and both are needed. And how do we balance both of these agendas? Hi, my name is Kelly. I'm a pastor, police chaplain, marriage coach, and author of this book, Turn It Up, How to Have the Lifelong Marriage That You Really Want. And I am excited about sharing this video recording with you because I think it's going to really help. So how do we balance the two competing agendas? One person just wants information. The other person, so they ask a simple question. One person wants to talk and have a conversation. Both are needed, okay? There's times for both. So how do we balance both out? How do you include both in a healthy marriage? Well, I'll tell you how. First off, if you're the talker, here's my suggestions for you. What you want to do is give your spouse what they need. If you're looking to have a longer conversation, and let's say you're both working from home, so you just happen to see each other, you pass in the hallway or something like that, or you happen to walk in to the office or the bedroom where your husband's working, and he asks you a simple question, and you're like, cool, let's have a conversation in your mind. Here's the thing, though, you need to do. Give that person what they need. Answer their question in a brief manner, but then ask for permission. Hey, do you got a minute? Let me tell you about my day. And let them make it okay for them to say, not right now, honey. I'm kind of in the middle of something. Okay, and then you pick it up later, maybe that night over dinner or whatever might be. Okay, so you want to ask for permission. Is this a good time? Are you busy? What's going on? That kind of thing. And make it okay for them to say, not right now. Now, if you're the person who's just looking for information and your spouse starts giving you this long story, couple things, suggestions for you. First off, don't get frustrated with them. Give them what they need if you can. If you have time to have a conversation, enter into one. If you don't allow yourself that frustration to just build and build and build, and now you're distracted because you're not really listening, you're getting upset, all of this kind of stuff. Interrupt and say, honey, can we do this later? Mention that if she didn't ask or he didn't ask for permission to talk, and they're just talking, now what you can do is gently just say, hey, I'm kind of in the middle of something. Can we do this later? Or now really isn't a good time. How about tonight? And one of the things I want to encourage you to do is don't just say no, say not now, and suggest another time. Also, you could say is, I really want to hear about your day. I really want to know what's going on in your life. And I would love to hear that, but I can't really do that right now. So how about, and then you propose another time. Another suggestion is that if you are going to go there with that person and let them talk, well, then focus, listen, set aside mentally the other things that you're doing so that you're not thinking about what you've got to do next when this conversation's over. I want to encourage you, have a really good conversation, which means you listen. Don't go into fix-it mode because that's probably not what they're looking for. Well, here, let me solve your problem so that you can stop talking and I can get back to work. No, listen, ask questions, be genuinely curious about what's going on and allow them to share. Then the other thing is to recognize the benefits of having a great conversation with your husband or wife. Two things are going to happen. It's going to bring you closer to each other, and it's going to strengthen your marriage. And how many of you would like that to happen? Finally, what I want to encourage you to do is that when you're having this conversation, listen, listen, listen. You see, we hear with our ears, but we listen with our hearts. Bible verse for you before we end. James 1:19 says, "My dear brothers and sisters, take note of this. Everyone should be quick to listen, slow to speak, and slow to become angry." So that's my tip for today. I've got a lot more resources for you on my website, which is turnitup.coach. Please like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the fun stuff that you can do with this recording, and let others know about the things that I'm producing that are going to help marriages. May God bless you, and may God bless your marriage.